Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Stephen Reed and I am coming to you today to give you a little bit of insight about my personal values. Now I only want to take a few minutes of your time, so I'll make this brief. I believe to get to the root of any situation, you have to go to the source. And in order for you to understand what my personal values are, we should first define personal, and then second, we have to understand what values are and bring them together in a context that describes the basis for our everyday interactions. So, first we're going to start by looking up the word personal with this big dictionary. This is the Funk and Wagnalls Standard Dictionary. I would hate to have the last name Funk or Wagnalls. But anyways, so we look at the definition of personal. Let's see, where is it? Peron, persevere. Y'all keep persevere in mind too, because that's going to be something important in a little bit. All right, personal. Personal is pertaining or concerning to a particular person, not general public, a purely personal matter. So keep that definition in mind as we turn to the word value. Vampirism, value. All right, cool. So value is described as the desirability or worth of a thing, something regarded as worthy or right, as a belief or a moral precept. So from those two definitions, what we can decipher from something being a personal value is that a personal value is something that is worthy of moral precepts that are a purely personal matter. One thing I want to touch on about that definition is the intimacy of the relationship between you and your personal values. We sometimes have the tendency to force or push our values on another person because we live and die by them, so we expect others to as well. But what we forget is that our personal values, although may have some commonalities and basis with others, will never be exactly the same because of the environment that we grew up in, or the location that we currently are in, or our different life experiences. I thoroughly believe that if a leader can grasp the fluidity of personal values, it can greatly help you decipher another person's personal values, allowing you to understand them and why they do certain things, therefore making you a more effective leader. With that being said, here are a few of my personal values and why they are my base. The first one I'd like to talk to you guys about is integrity. One thing my mom always told me is that what you do in the dark will soon come to the light. It turned out to be true on many occasions, whether it was a small lie I told my mother or not studying for a test in high school and then it was reflected on my grades. Or if you're Tiger Woods, well, yeah. So integrity to me is doing what you're doing when no one else is watching. It is easy to fake it until you make it, but true integrity is putting in the required time and effort to make something work. My next personal value is achievement. I believe that you should achieve in whatever field that you're in, be it janitorial duties, being a janitor, or presidential duties. If you can do your best in every situation and every job you are in, no matter how big or how little, it'll make you a better person and it'll kind of fulfill you as your personal values and let people see that regardless of what you're doing, you're still standing true to what you believe in. The last one I want to share with you guys is perseverance. In life, me personally, I've been through many situations that a lot of people my age or any age will never have to experience. Now, if I had let those situations and circumstances define me, I would not have been sticking to my personal values. Understand that when you go through something, you're simply going through it, which means that you're going to have to come out the other end eventually. Now, the thing that matters is if you come out the other end victorious and without a blemish, or if you allow the heaviness of the situation to crush you. I always say you can't have a test without a testimony. You can't have a testimony without a test. And the ability to persevere is what determines your letter grade. So I hope you all learned something today about my personal values, about your personal values. And one thing I would say to close is just always remember what your personal values are no matter what the situation is. This has been Stephen Reed and I approve this message.